Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you've now started to take a look at yourselves from a completely different perspective. Before I go into the official invite, I'd just like to recap on what I've already invited you to look at. So we've started to look at love and what love actually is, not just revolution and evolution. It's about you and what you love and what makes your heart go boom, boom, boom. So you become 60% stronger as an individual. Now, they might own our brains, but we own our hearts, and it's how we start to use our electromagnetic frequencies to become more powerful as a society. Then we took a look into how to break the spell with breaking our words up. So, starting to look at language as a tool to pause, stop, think. Yeah, that's what it means. The art of being smart starts in the heart. What makes your heart go boom, boom, boom? Love. Not between a man and a woman. Love starts in, think locally, act globally. If you don't learn to love both sides of you, so not the battle of the sexes within, but the balance of the sexes and understanding your biology, like your individual thumbprint, then we can actually start to let our hair down and have some fun. Alienation, shame, hate, fear, these all stem from us not understanding who we are, therefore projecting ourselves onto others. So rather than, let's look at disorder and order for a second before we go into the official invite, because for me personally, something like multiple personality disorder is not a disorder unless you use it to create order. It's not obsessive compulsive disorder. It's only a disorder if you don't use it to create order. I can tell you I can be slightly OCD, but I use that energy to be productive rather than project it onto others. Don't touch it, don't do that. No. We need these types of people, but we need to channel that focus into other things, i.e., heroes and villains, funky evolution party. So it's fine to be a bitch. We all do it. We all have that side of us, and it's about not fighting that, but actually balancing it and then learning how, rather than projecting that bitchiness or nastiness or whatever you want to call it onto each other, i.e., all forms of life on this planet, because there's not a single organism that hasn't got some form of alienation attached to it. A plant, oh, that tree's in front of my window, or this we all, every single thing is facing the same issues, and that is a lack of understanding, a lack of education, an outdated education system, and how we, the alienation, are going to come together and create that global love, not rave, wave. So I think you're kind of getting it now. It's a free party. It's not a rave. It's a wave, and you got to learn to ride the wave rather than get dumped by the wave. So we have the choice. We can say, there's a fence, I can't get to the other side. Or you can do what a lot of us do, is jump the fence. On the other side of that fence, you will find that there is no difference amongst us in terms of our DNA. It's the differences that they've put to separate us and keep us apart, and it's up to us to come together under the one umbrella, love evolution, funky evolution party, the alienation, and start being heroes and villains, but the right way, responsibly. If you're angry, pick a cause. You don't have to support Greenpeace. It's not about plants and animals. There's so many injustices, social injustices through to everything, and it's up to us to start finding what really makes our heart go boom, 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 and then how we use the balance of ourselves to think locally and then act globally. Now, we are going to come into some serious hard times. I'm not going to lie to you. Economies aren't going to last with this virus. So it's up to us to look at how we're going to become more sustainable as a global society, how we can start to look at our resources and use them effectively. Now, the only way we're going to get this party started is the internet. This connects every single one of us across the planet. And although culturally we're different, that's just preconditioning. But from a biological perspective and a DNA perspective, we're pretty much all the same. Genes are just like, you change them. And once we start to understand our makeup, we can then get dressed and go to the party. Um, I'll be running through a whole series on the science of self. I'll go through some meditations. I don't like to call it meditation. I like to call it boot camp in consciousness and awareness. So once you start to become conscious and aware of you, number one, because it starts with you, and then you can start taking that out into the world. And it's not projecting yourself onto others. We all have an opinion, and that's fine. You're allowed, and I'm allowed. But rather than projecting that opinion onto others and fighting each other, why don't we look at how we can use those opinions to start changing policies across the world, from plastics, if you want to start somewhere, to balancing of the masculine and feminines within societies, and also changing how we perceive each other, i.e. if a guy wants to wear nail varnish, it doesn't make him metrosexual, it doesn't make him gay, it doesn't. Why are we putting people in a box when it's 2020 and we have so many access to resources, and all you're doing then is shutting someone's personality down, and then it becomes a disorder. So if we really want to fight crime and disorder, the disorder starts with us, and we have to stop dissing everything. It doesn't need to be dissed. Order, disharmony. We can have harmony. We have a choice. There's the fence. We have the choice to jump the fence, or we can stay on this side going, moo. Trust me, I've jumped lots of fences in my time, and they do get you to some really fun places. And like I say, united we stand, divided we fall. So I hope you start looking at all your multiple personalities and how you can start to create some order, and then how together we're going to get together and really create that global wave. I will be putting on Facebook a sound environment and maybe starting up a funky evolution party, so you can put some ideas down there and we can start shooting things off. Please like, share, pass this on, get the message out there. But we can actually have some fun. It doesn't have to be like, it can be like, yes, we've got this. So I look forward to hearing all about your fancy dresses.